Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Tale of the Phoenix Let's Play. So we are outside of a side quest. It's an encounter with this guy right here where he tells us about his former sect and how the whole place has been taken over. He appears when you have one talent that's above 100 points, I believe. In this case, our fire talent. So he'll talk about how we have the potential to reach, or become one of the strongest fire element users in the land, and that we can get a better manual if we go to his sect and cleanse it from the people that took over. So we're going to do that real quick, and then we're going to teleport to the main town here because we want to do the auction house before the month is over. So we arrive at where the elder said. Everything is quiet all around. In the weeds, tall grass, we find this monument here, and we can enter Xingyue Gong, which is their sect. You can see the only character you can make out from the monument is the Xing character. And as night falls, you place the object that he gives you onto the monument or the stone tablet. You use the code that he gives you, and it opens. And we fall into this whirlpool, and we come into this plaza, and we feel cold because spirits of the former students of the sect, and after they sense us, they attack us. So immediately we go into combat. We'll pop a few heals. These are pretty pointless now. We might as well use them to heal. And we do battle. Pretty easy. Former cultivators. I mean, if they were strong, they wouldn't be dead. Let's be real here. Alrighty. As we defeat these evil spirits, or I guess they're just bitter spirits, because they want to revenge, we look around and we see everything's in ruins. We can go south, north, west, east. Let's just go with the first option. As we go south, we see a ruined building, and it turned out to be where they used to make pills, the medical facility here. And we see more spirits. So let's fight. There's a boss here at the end, but I don't expect any difficulties. The blue one is probably the boss. Yeah, a little bit more health than the others. No big deal. And we find a scrap piece of the history of the sect. First book. Then we go north. This is where they meditated to gather tea for their cultivation. Once again, we are quite strong compared to these. And I'm assuming we get the second book. Yep. We can read these all together at the end. Let's go west. This is where they forge artifacts. Speaking of forging artifact, we need to get on with that questline. Yeah, I got fed up with that group at the end. And we got another book. On to the last one. It's just like the palace. Maybe this is, yeah, this is the main hall. Doesn't mean it's any more difficult. At least we're working our mastery. Alright, let's blow this last group over. And give us the fourth booklet. And we'll read them all together. All right, we get back to the main plaza. Just as we were prepared to leave, we feel a powerful spirit, and it is the man who actually asked us to come. Now, he doesn't look graceful at all. He's giving off evil vibes. And he says, "You are sent by that old man." I guess they could be twins. He's called the seventh elder. "Oh, I'm the seventh elder of Xingyue Gong. You're not from our sect. Why are you here to kill? Why did you come to, suicide? I guess you're here. Might as well keep your life here." And he wants to kill us. Good luck. Oh, he is stronger. Alright, let's just not hold back then. And we have beaten him. We get a 5th book. And a broken crystal. We grab it. And you hear the 7th Elder's voice says, Elder, this is basically a classmate, but elder classmate, you think we really can reach the height of cultivation and become a deity? Why do you ask? I have been cultivating for 300 years, but I am only reached this is like the infant stage. And of our 7, yours and my talents are the worst. I don't know why teacher would accept us as students. Teacher has her thoughts. And then the mystery person says, actually, I was in a secret zone and acquired a new method of cultivating. And then we wake up and the crystal falls and becomes dust and disappears. So we leave. It seems maybe the 2 classmates, they want to take a shortcut that resulted in this ruin. Now we get to hear the rest of the story from him, or we can just read it actually. Alright, so Xingyue Gong, this sect, used to be one of the strongest sect in the land. And for all students, remember this is your glory. Our sect, from founding, has lasted over 10,000 years, ever since our first master ascended, and then there were 10 other that ascended. This is our pride. But in the last few thousand years... Okay, so it seems like they haven't had anyone ascend in the last 1,000 years, but thankfully they have the sect leader and the 7th elder holding up their sect. And then below them, there's someone called Mo Xue, who is a good disciple who could lead all the students. But then the sect leader and the 7th elder had a fight. Because Mo Xue, the person we talked about, had a fall from grace, so perhaps she joined the dark side? Oh no. It seems that she was discovered in the garden and that all her energy, 星辰之力, so maybe some power from their sect, has been stolen. The 7th elder is angry, wants to find the perpetrator, but the sect master doesn't say anything, brings the body and leaves. Maybe the new method is to suck the chi from someone else. Alright, and then the sect leader brings back a young boy and takes him as a student, a core disciple, and names him Mo Li. And the 7th elder is not happy about it, but stays quiet. But strangely, people start dying from within the sect, more and more people. And everyone dies the same way as Mo Xue, with their energy sucked out. 7th elder never can find the perpetrator, so he left the sect. Before he left, the sect leader met with the 7th elder, and from what Mo Li, the new boy, says, after they met, the leader went to, this is kind of like the self-deprivation room. You go in there to meditate, just to cut yourself out from the world. And today is the day that sect leader can ascend. Everyone's so happy within the sect, and in a storm of lightning or thunder, the 7th Elder comes back, but he has ascended into the evil realm, right? He's gone the wrong path. And he's also saying, I am going to ascend. So he runs straight for the platform that's set up for the sect leader to ascend. Everyone else who is on the way trying to stop him get their energy sucked out. So the 7th Elder and the sect leader fight. All the students are running away. Okay, so there's a protection zone that's kind of used to protect the sect, and it was activated already because the leader was prepared to ascend, but no one knows how to close it, so no one could run away. That's the students are all trapped because they basically opened up this protective zone. Now they can't leave. So the 7th Elder and the sect leader are fighting. Everyone are basically dying from the collateral damage from this fight. In the end, the sect leader lost, became a beam of light and ran away. As he's running away, he is actually sucking away the energy of the other elders. Ah. Okay, so it seemed, and then the 7th Elder became this gray shadow and ran away too. It seems like both of them were preying on the sect. And that's why the conversation from the broken crystal was telling about, I learned a way, right? So it seems like the 7th Elder and the sect leader used to be both students of their former sect leader, the Her, and they were one having discussions that they had the least talent, so they were struggling after 300 years. And the quote-unquote new sect leader here told him of a new way to ascend by sucking in the energy from others. So they started to kill off students, basically. Okay, and that's the story. That's the last story. And now we get a return to him. I'm guessing he's Mo Li, the last student. Let's tell him the truth, or we say nothing happened. He's like, I didn't think he would still be there, but now it makes sense. Oh, I guess he is the 7th Elder. 7th Elder? No. Only half correct. Right, so the 7th Elder used to have no talent, but then he learned a evil move, and then he ascended really quickly and reached became one of the strongest person in the world. The person we see in the sect is actually just a fragment of him, I guess. A fragment of his evil thought. Now he's been torn apart. Give us his book. That's really why we did this. It's a basic attack of our current sect here. We're gonna learn this. This is better than what we have. We have a blue status one. He's giving us the one that does exactly the same thing, but it's orange with more passive. But we can't sit around and do that because we have to rush towards a auction house meeting. Which one is this? I think this is the one. We gotta go here. We gotta also buy more of those. Let's first sell. Well, let me buy a couple more of these first. And then sell some stuff that we don't need. Like, we don't need mana recovery because we have that passive. We don't need this many mood items. I don't think we're going to be using fragments, so we can sell those as well. This is from the previous tier, so it's useless for us now. Alright, made some money. Hopefully we can do something in the auction house. Now, the problem is, nothing is going to be in our tier. They always sell stuff in the max tier of the region, and the max tier of the region is the next tier. There's a fire move of the fox 4 foxes. Does it have increase fox? Does it have leave burn? Those are 2 things I'm looking for. So the 4th one here is increase the number of firefox. That one's nice. There's increased damage of each fox passing through you by 1,260. Now the damage by default is only 369, so it's a huge increase in damage, but it doesn't leave a burn. Our current ability, even though it's blue tier, the second one is leave a burn, and the final one on our one, 1, 2, 3, 6th one, the last one on our current skill is increase the number of fox. Now obviously if we reroll these, they will max out at blue. So we're not going to get like such a big increase. So obviously it's just not ideal. All right, I want to leave burn on the ground. It will synergize with what we want to do with our build with the Phoenix if you want to do that. We're just leaving because there's nothing we want. We actually will pick up a lot of money from selling the stuff that we put there. Any luck with these items? Usually no. Oh, there's a purple one for the special, but we're currently using a red one, so yeah, that's not gonna work out. Let's go back to our sec. They got new stuff too. First we can pick up our salary, it's very little. We can buy this year's fruit. We still need a bunch, 36 points, each one's 2 points. We need 18 of these, so at least 2 years worth. We haven't been doing missions because I haven't been grinding. We've been getting a lot of side quests, which is fine. To be honest, grinding is not the fun part about this game, so don't mind doing these quests at all. Oh, we had a few that's ready to go. And this one we can just turn in real quick is just one of the items, which we do have. And we're gonna cash out on these. Perfect. Alright, we're almost at 150. Then all the excess we'll use to trade for those dungeons that we have to do. And now we can finally learn this skill. It's the same exact skill as the one we have, but more rerolls and also potentially higher tier stats from the rerolls because it's orange, so we can max out orange. It gives 灼烧, which is... Okay, it's a burn. It's the right one. It's the one we want. 10 seconds of burn, or 10 damage per second of burn for 7 seconds. We can increase the time of 灼烧. We can increase damage to elites, increase damage to all, increase damage to bosses. The red ones are the big boss. These are just mini bosses. These are everyone. These are mobs. They're color coded. So basically all damage increase. The only thing is increase the chance to stack burn on enemies and increase the time of burn. It's not that great, but it's better than what we have, so we're gonna learn it. Prefer getting a red one down the line if we can. Perhaps from the Dunkong that we get to kill the pig monster back in the swamp. But that thing spawns like once every 2 years, so it's either a lot of grinding plus some dumb luck. Okay, we don't even get to learn it this time. I wonder if we have enough days left in the month. We do. I mean, it's going to overflow into the next month, but it's fine. This way we don't have to store the book, because whenever you do end the month with a book, there's always the chance of someone coming to rob you. Yeah, having high, well, I call it intuition, but I think the official mob is translating as comprehension, which I guess makes sense, you know. Ooh, right, kind of comprehending. That's why I picked intuition when I first saw it. But regardless, we have very high amounts, so everything moves super slowly. We can forget this now. I want to, well, we gotta end the month first. We're 12 days into the second month, but that's fine. Oh, there is an artifact creature that we can increase our abilities to Fengzhen. Okay, so we want to go to that. We don't have enough points to actually teleport because we spend it all on fruits. So let's do one real quick. Try out our new abilities. I guess I won't be spending time to reroll it. I'll just get the mastery from grinding. And on top of the fact that it's probably not our final one. Orange is nice, but red is better. And then the other thing is I don't like to actually upgrade too much in this intermediate tier because, you know, this province has 2 tiers. This is the first one. We're not going to stay on this tier for a long time. Like, we're more likely to stay on the next tier a long time because transitioning maps is like a lot more difficult of a difficulty jump than just moving from one tier to another, which is all we're doing here. So we're not going to invest too much of our resources, like reroll resources on these stuff right here, until we actually get a build that we're happy with. Right now we're just trying to be strong enough to beat up any sort of creature we're dealing with. No mini bosses, just mobs. Ah, we got a mastery. It could be this or it could be a passive. I'm guessing this just because this is level 0 going to level 1, so it should be quite easy to level up. Finally, we get some mini bosses here. I don't like to get frozen. Summon some stuff, please. And we ult. You come back. Alright, he dies. Yeah, I think we didn't have enough token to even teleport away, so had to do that one first. Now we want to go to... Wait, is that the right place? Dufeng. Close. That's Jinfeng. Dufeng. Wait. It's right here. It should be one of those masks. Yep. But first we see... So we see a parrot fly by and the mouse says, "On the south end of the bridge, I left what you asked me to leave you, Ear. Don't tell anyone." So we tell ourselves that Ear is actually our name. We get the bag and we get some money and we became evil side plus 20. Remember, we're the selfish evil girl, so we're staying character here. Even though our current sec is a righteous sec, but it's not going to stay that way because maybe our next sec will be bad. You never know. I want to use up a lot of these. Now we're low health not because we took a lot of damage, but because we had the negative effect of 30% or 10%. No, it was like 10%. So we were missing 10%. We got it back. Oh, we don't need to boost mana. We'll be fine. Our mana will boost itself. Do you summon things? Oh, do you summon things? If you don't summon things, I'm going to use my special on you. I don't think he summons, actually. That's fine. We're doing decent damage. Yeah, he doesn't summon. He just deals damage. And I'm just going to tank damage. Alright, then we're just going to use this to kill you. So we get some forging material. And we get a book, of course, which helps us with forging. So we're going to kill a lot of these just to improve our abilities here. Oh, I should store those books. They're kind of useless now. I'm still waiting for a follow-up from the Demon Fox mission that we did. These are just memories from good missions that we did. We do have... These are 5th tier. We can't trade those. This is next tier. This is next tier. Stuff we'll learn in the future. Stuff we'll ride in the future. Yeah. Guess there's not too much to do. We could continue to explore the rest of the map. I am interested in cleaning that up while we are recording, in case we bump into anything new. Cultivate. Talk about cultivation. What do you want to ask? Talent or, you know, effort? Talent is more important here. And do we... if our enemy lose to us and is begging for his life, we kill him. Find dead body, take away everything. More questions for us. The beggar question, whether, do you believe the beggar is really begging or whatever? Don't care. Someone's about to die, gives us a box, asks us to deliver it to someone else to keep it for ourselves. See someone bathing in a pond, what do? We walk up and watch. Without any shame. Just, says we're famous and is glad to meet us. We get another letter. Letter from our adventure boy. Alright, dear cultivator. Remembering what you told me, if I see a monster, I'll run away. Yesterday I walked into a forest and I saw a monster. It's a deer with a human head. Or human... Oh, no. It's a deer-faced human body creature. It has 2 horns, and I think it must be a deer demon, right? He was holding a big axe and cutting down trees. I felt so, I felt kind of... there's a bit of regret in that the tree feels so good. Like the tree is such a good tree, it's getting chopped down. Anyways, as I was thinking about this, I subconsciously stepped out and walked up to stop him from chopping the tree. So the deer demon, hearing me out, turns around, glares down at me, and I'm scared inside as my heart, jumped. And just as I thought I was gonna die, he started to tell me, he started to debate with me, telling me how you should so basically you should cut some trees down periodically to keep the forest in a healthy state. And he's saying that he's only cutting this tree to let them grow better. It's helping the forest gather more spirit energy. And I see this deer demon. It's an old deer demon, and it didn't seem like he was aggressive. So I took up an axe and started to help him. And the 2 of us worked for 3 days, and we fixed up the whole forest. The deer demon uncle was so thankful that I helped, gave me food and drink for 3 days, even though everything was vegetarian. Cultivator, it seemed to me that not all monsters are evil. What do you think? Right, the deer demon uncle also gave me this a green object. He says it's a very valuable 内丹 medicine pill. And but I put the stuff in my bag, but there's always this foul smell coming out. It's hard to take. So I'm gonna give it to you with the letter. Hopefully it's helpful to your cultivation path. It's very smelly, but it says that there's a sparkle inside. We could investigate. My only problem right now is that if it's good for cultivation, we are maxed. So it might be better if we break through and then test it out, in case it gives us points, and now we're just going to be wasting it. But the boy is full of surprises. This long quest line here, very interesting. Something they added in. Oh, can use this to light it up. I mean, this is one of those dungeons that we have to do. I'm not walking too close to the east because that's where we'll meet the fish of the East Sea, and we cannot deal with that yet. Alright, this is just mood going down. Speaking of mood, let's spend the month first. We did learn 2 things, but our mood is fine. Our good friend wants to practice spar. Let's do it. She's 3,000 health, so she's a tier higher than us, so I can't beat her. This is a new crafted object. It seals you in this little area. And that's pretty cool too. It's, we've seen the horn a lot of time, but this gong is like a new one too. Can't wait till we actually get an artifact. I mean, I'm not working towards it right now, so it's my fault, really. Need a friend, sure. Saying that I improved, wants to ask me some questions. Let's do it. One skill versus being good at jack of all trade. Once again, I believe in talent. We're gonna take away everything from dead bodies. I mean, every game you played, you looted the dead bodies. Ah, he's back. Okay. I guess that's our cue. We are gonna go try our luck with grabbing a good manual from him. Because that's basically what we're depending on. Randomly rolling. Ooh, is that a good one? 102, that's very low. That's a very high spot, but we don't need it right now. He's right there. No one's attacking us in the Thunder Marsh? I mean, I'm fine with that, but still. Yeah, we're okay. This is not him. We bumped into a random one just as we land on him. Let me get to the point where... Hold on. I'm going to get to the point where... let me use this again, and my mana can be re-rolled. We need to get below 44. Don't die on me. Don't die on me, guys. There we go. Mana refill here, so we can fight Dunkong with full mana. There we go. That's the big guy. No mercy. Just straight up kill. The cord didn't even explode it. I just summoned it and the fox killed him. Okay, let's see. It's always a special. And it's the same one that we have. But maybe it has other things that we like. No. That's not what we want. Yeah, we can auction this, I guess. Defense. We don't have a defense one yet. Speed on the map can increase defense. Mana can increase defense. I mean, we're getting good materials. All right, no luck there. I mean, this type of randomness, just gotta keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. We didn't explore this area. Also this area. This area should be pretty easy to explore. I'm gonna dump this. Auction house is not for another 2 years, so we have time. Not gonna waste time learning stuff. We'll explore this when we tier up, as I mentioned. And we can also sell this down the line. And this, we got ones with different purities or impurities. And one of them is going to go into our forge in the future. Because we want to make different recipes. Okay, that's the gone recipe. We have one of these. We have a bunch of these. We learned that already. I can buy the recipe for this, or I can just make it. So this is a sword, this is the gong, this is a hammer, and this is the horn. I want this recipe first. No. Let me buy all the recipes. And let's see what's required. I don't have to forge it in a town. I can buy the forge material back in our own sect and forge it on my own. Like right now, I think I'm missing like 60 needed? 35 here. The gong needs 60 points. Hardest one to make. Interesting. So this is the hammer. We have one of these. I don't have these. How do I get these? Elemental zones, big monsters. Ah. So once we get this, we can craft. Maybe that should be our goal, actually. This is a sword. I don't know what drops this. I have this. This is probably the current level big boss that we killed. Let's see. There's a zone there. I'm still going to explore this first. Ah, dual meditate. Can't say no to that. Date. Fine. It's 3 months, so we have time. We gotta go back to the big town anyways. Everyone's so happy to see us, and then he wants to ask us some questions. It's the beggar question again. Protect ourselves, look at the beauty. People seem to agree with us too. Saying that he is actually a bad person, but he is a friend of ours. Who are you? I'm just gonna disagree to protect our friend. Not gonna trash talk our friend. Okay, so the earth element demon's actually out. So we actually could go there. And there's also a herb creature back there. Alright, screw that. Oh, we got a quest. And we got a letter. Oh, there's so many side quests now. Alright, Cultivator. Yesterday I went into a sect mountain area. And they invited me in and took care of me. And just as I was about to sleep, there was this loud noise within the sect. 知客道长, so the person who's the host, 不知就里出外巡查. Okay, so doesn't know why there's such a noise, goes out and take a look. But strangely he was grabbed and locked inside the cloud room. I was so scared. So I opened my blanket and just tucked myself right in. And the 知客道长 told me, don't make a noise. And that group of people will come back. It turns out there was this coup within the sect. An elder wants to take over as a sect leader and wants to kill off the ones who are part of the former group with the sect leader. Now this host cultivator who invited him in told everything to our dear friend here, and told me to look for opportunities to run. And sure enough, not long after, people came and took away this host cultivator. And I heard him scream. What happened? He doesn't know. I didn't dare to go out. And I sat down. I basically hid for an entire night. No one discovered me. The next day, I, sucked up my courage, walked out with my heart hanging on a thread, and found bodies on the ground everywhere. Some are not dead, but in great pain. I dare not help them, and left the sect. Cultivator, should I have helped them? We got the tail, the tassel, that's usually attached to a sword. It's covered in a darkish red blood. And I think we can use it, obviously, for more quest lines. Let's discover this first. Alright. 不归河. This is the No Return River quest. Right, so there's a tree, a river, and a sign that says 不归, means no return. And we take a look down the stream. We see there's fruit on the tree. And basically we can sit here and cultivate. We can leave. We can think about the river. The fact that it's called the No Return River must be something about it. Must be something about it. And we see this white phantom lady appears and asks us. We ask them who it is, and it disappears. So we start to meditate on the spot. It appears again in the middle of the night and start calling out to you. You are still chanting your spells as you walk closer, as she says. Young vigilante, my name is 墨雪. I am from a clan not far away called the 墨甲部族. 100 years ago, my family was poor, so we came to the river to catch fish and shrimp, but we were dragged in by the water demon, and we died, and I became his host, and now I'm trapped here. Today I disturbed you. It's unfortunate, but I am not willing. Ever since I drowned, I've been here for 100 years, but not long ago I discovered my body started to disappear. As I asked people around, it turns out that it's been 10 years since someone has prayed to me or has burned incense for me. So if I don't, have a new host, I'm gonna disappear. but I still have a wish unfulfilled. So he's asking us to burn incense for her. We can do it. We can say it doesn't have anything to do with us. We can ask her some questions. I'm going to ask her some questions. Why is the river called No Return? She does not answer. I continue. Now, since this river has been called No Return for over 100 years, it must be you. You must have killed thousands or countless people. Why are you not attacking me? And then she glows red. Her clothes change from white to red, and she snickers. Didn't think you were so clever. Too bad. The more you know, the faster you die. And we fight. Let's do it. The water demon from the river of no return. Let's just blow her up with that. Don't even need to hit ult here. All right. As the tree demon, she was the plant demon, and dies. The red tree, the tree we saw in the first artwork, withers away. Countless souls flies out from the tree into the sky like stars. And you look on your body, you see that you're covered in this faint glow. And when you turn around, the tree is no more. Souls from the past 100 years have been released, so you leave the place. We pick up a manual for the next tier. That's also a basic attack. It's a fire bomb. It's no longer the stream of fire. This is kind of the explode on the ground one, but still nice. And we'll get a story for the quest and 15 points to wood talent. Alright, so with that quest, I'm pretty happy. We'll leave things be here. Been doing a lot of side quests, which is really where the strong point for the game is. Because if it's going to be a single player game, they need to enrich the story to divide up the monotony of the grind. I'm probably also not going to be grinding in between episodes this time again, because we do know there is a monster that just spawned in the Earth Zone here. So we got to go over there and kill it. Hopefully pick up the forge material that we need so we can craft our first forge item. And we'll continue from there. Hopefully we can tier up soon so that we can test out some of the quest items that the Venture Boy has been giving us. We can probably test out the tassel next time as well, because that one doesn't seem to have anything to do with cultivation at all. Probably just another revenge quest. So we'll come back and do all that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and see you guys next time. Bye!